Hello, beautiful people. It's me, Ricardo, and
Xenia.
we are back after a hiatus.
Yeah,
Life happens. It's a hot summer, so you'll hear the fans in the background, perhaps. Um, it's just, it's been tricky,
it's too
but
hot to not have those fans going, to be honest. And we're on the
right.
second floor too, so we need
So
them.
the sun is beaming on our beautiful facade, the beautiful facades of our homes, and we are experiencing global warming in real time. When future generations come back and listen to this podcast, they will they will know how bad it was.
Yeah,
I read somewhere that Colorado had the hottest overnight temperature, I think, in history or recorded history. It was like
that feels
80,
real.
80 something degrees overnight. I was
That
like,
feels
that
so
doesn't stay.
real
Oh,
because in Colorado, like it can be so hot in the day, but during the night it can cool down significantly. But there
right.
have been some nights where I've been like, "Yo, what the fuck was that?"
No, literally.
Like,
But well, okay. Let's today we have a very sort of collage
different.
worthy episode. It is. I'm just gonna be talking about whatever the hell I want, and Senya, who hasn't quite had the time to plan something out, was like, "I'm okay just reacting to what you're saying." So I was like, "Great,
Yeah,
I am so down for that." And without further ado, let's get started. So, first order of business. We haven't talked in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna work my way backwards, uh, because I feel like the things from this week are more relevant. And then if we have time, we'll talk about things from past weeks. So,
mm,
um, do you know who Adela is from
yeah,
the Dream Academy thing with Cat's Eye?
yes, I do know who it
Um,
is.
okay, for those unfamiliar, if you know who Cat's Eye is, they came from this TV program that's based on like idol competition programs in Korea, and where basically they got like training, and as they were training, they would get ranked, and then at the end, the heads of the corporation picked the like people who would end up on the group. And one of the girls from that show who ended up not making it was this girl named Adela. And you know,
Honestly,
uh
probably a
huh.
blessing in disguise.
No,
A
girl,
blessing in
100%. Her solo career has been so much better than Cat's Eyes. And like, no hate to the Cat's Eye girls, so talented, so gorge. Like they can sing, they can dance, but like the machine behind them is so like it doesn't do them justice. Basically, like they have such a capacity for more, and they keep having giving them these like awful songs with like AI generated lyrics and AI generated beats. But we'll get to Cat's Eye in a second. I wanted to talk about Adela first. So Adela is has put out like a, I don't know if it was actually an album or if it was just an EP. It's called The Provocateur,
Oh,
and it was decent. It was good. I liked it. I liked a couple of the songs on that. I liked Super Scar was really good. Um, Machine Girl was good, interesting. Um, Sex on the Beat was really horny, and like I was excited to see what she had to say because it seemed like she had more of a focused vision than Cat's Eye did, especially last year
yeah.
with the like gnarly of it all.
I wonder
And
if does she have like artistic freedom? Like she gets to choose a lot of her direction.
I haven't done a lot of research into her. That might be something fun to do in my free time. I don't know what label she might be signed in, like under, but it definitely feels like she has more say in what she's able to do,
Mm.
and I think that's for her benefit. Um, Definitely for her benefit. So she's putting out. I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is would be her debut album or if it's her second album, but she's putting out an album in September, I believe, called Prima, and I think I haven't read anything about it. I'm all very like I liked Adela, but I never like delve into her at all. So now I'm like, I guess I'm publicly holding myself accountable to doing more research about her. But she is putting out the second album, and to me, Prima is like a callback to like prima donna, like and the
Oh,
prima donna. I actually don't know what it means. Now I'm thinking about it, but to me, it's like Madonna comes from that. You know what I mean? Like there might be some relationship to that. She mentions Madonna in her newest song. I need to do more research on it because it to me
yeah,
it seems like it's all connected, but I'm not familiar enough with any of that terminology to like concretely make a connection.
yeah.
Um,
I I literally just looked it up. She's releasing her first studio album in September, but the other one, the Provocateur, is actually an EP. So it's
okay,
probably just like a few songs.
yeah, it's like 6 or 7 songs, six, seven.
And it's her label is Capital.
Yeah, it's one of the big ones. It's like Republic or um, SMG. So she's put out 3 singles for her new album so far. She put out KGB. I think that was back in like June, May,
Maybe earlier.
maybe earlier, maybe like around Coachella vibes. I low key don't remember. I feel like it was like late April, May, somewhere in that realm.
Mm,
But KGB, I liked it good enough. Like I thought it was interesting. I like the ending. Like I guess it's not an instrumental because I don't think they're real instruments. But like the production at the end, I thought was really interesting. And
oh,
um, then she put out Red Bottoms, which I could not get into. Like I just couldn't find a melody or a hook that stuck with me. So I was like,
oh,
well, that's sad. But then this new song she released, I think it was last week, it has me hooked. Like, it's called Ain't in LA. I think I sent it to you,
yeah. I still have to
and
listen to it.
it is about how basically like the chorus goes like, maybe tonight we don't have to run away. It's all a lie. The baddest bitches ain't in LA, and it's all about how like the the people who are the cuntiest, baddest bitches you've ever met are probably not in LA. How there's like bad bitches all around the world in places that you've never. It reminded me a lot of
And
like the Lord lyric where she's like, "We live in cities you'll never see on screen," like
mm,
that kind of vibe where it's like we come from places that are not famous, but there's a lot of talent here. There's a lot of
oh,
like star potential. There's a lot of people here who could make great famous people and who don't because they're not in LA or who
yeah,
people
you
don't
don't have the
expect
resources to get there.
exactly and who you might not pay attention to because they're not in LA. And I think it's really smart. I think it connects to like the way that the internet allows anyone to be famous basically.
Yeah.
um I think it connects to that. Sonically it reminded me so much of like a bangers era Miley Cyrus song. Like it reminded me kind of, what's that song, We Can't Stop, and we can't stop, like that song in specific was in the back of my mind while I was listening to it. um because of the fact that it also has like a, because how in We Can't Stop there's a part where it's like, it's our party and we do what we want, and it has this like lower voice. There's
Yeah.
also a part with like a lower voice, and I think it's Adela. It might be another voice, but it just sounds like a shifted down Adela. Um,
Oh,
so that's kind of something I'm looking forward to. It's honestly probably the most exciting pop like project for me all year because none of the other pop projects have really piqued my interest.
oh,
There is a um Ariana Grande album that came out recently that I have not checked out because the two singles she's released have just sonically not been interesting to me.
Oh,
Um, and Charlie XCX released an album, and I thought it was fine,
I did
but
not
I
notice.
do think it was just a little too conceptual. Like she's expecting you as the audience to do a lot of the heavy lifting, and I'm just not in a heavy lifting kind of mood, if that makes sense.
That makes
Um,
sense.
but yeah, I thought it was like lyrically very um up and down. Like sometimes it'd be really good and sometimes it wouldn't. And then like sonically it just felt like too simple for her, you know what I mean? Like and I think that's the point,
Um,
but
Maybe it's because of her previous album.
I
Because her
guess
previous album was Brat, right?
yes, her previous studio album cuz she released an album for the Wuthering Heights movie in
Mm.
like April, um which I actually thought was kind of good, or like it was also really it was a decent pop project. It had a couple songs I liked. But aside from that, there hasn't really been a pop release. I was really hoping Beyonce would release her rock album so I would have a rock worthy summer. And she didn't do that, and I was really upset. So now I'm hoping she releases it before the end of the year, or else I think it will be the end of the world. Like, where is our rock album, girl? Where is our rock album?
Yo,
Um, Going back to Cat's Eye. Cat's Eye has been on a flop trajectory from the moment they've been conceived. Um, that's actually not true because I really liked their first two singles. Um, I think it was their first two singles debut.
yeah, I think that was her first one.
And
And then Touch, right?
then Touch was so good. And I've been so out of touch. Like,
And then
what?
Gnarly came out.
No, Gnarly. The success of Gnarly, like, I think was a detriment to their careers. I kind of almost wish Gnarly had flopped, so the label would have been forced to make like actually decent music instead of like whatever the fuck Gnarly and all of its successors have been. Because it's not
Yeah.
just been Gnarly; it's been like Gnarly, Gabriella, Game Boy. What's the other one
Internet
that
Girl.
Internet Girl? Everyone knows I'm an Internet Girl. Eat zucchini, girl. What is that? What are we talking about? To me, that's a sexual innuendo, and you're selling to like 13-year-olds. What are we talking about? Um, I hate it. I hate it so much. And it sucks because so like all of the girls seem so talented and like they have the capacity for so much more.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been on kind of like a cat's eye hateration train for a while now. And then they released a song that I was kind of like I'm kind of down for this. And it's their collaboration with Illit, and you're gonna have to help me with the pronunciation of this. I always botch it.
Le
Les
Seraphim.
Les
Le
Seraphim.
Seraphim.
Okay,
Yeah,
I always
it's
want to say
French. You're
El.
learning French.
Well, merci beaucoup or whatever. I don't know. I don't think that's what it means. I think it means voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Lady Marmalade told me how to get fucked in French.
Right.
Um, but like iconic by mistake has was on repeat in my house. It went number one in my house. I fear.
Yeah, you love that song.
I don't know
I love
why.
her.
I really got into that song, and then unfortunately, because of that, I started getting back into idol music. And I'm gonna call it idol music because I was watching a video about how like K-pop isn't just idol music, and that was really educational. So I've been getting a lot more into idol music. I discovered Chordis, um, and so that was fun. I started getting more into oh, I like went through a lot of the Luna discography. They have a
Oh,
song, they have a subgroup called Luna Odd Eye Circle or something like that.
I've heard of
And
them.
they have a song called Girlfriend, and it is so good. It's actually stupid. I'm like, this
I
is
think
so good.
I think the members of Odd Eye Circle are actually now a girl group under a different label, and they're called Artemis.
Okay, I was gonna ask about that because you know a lot more about idol music than I do. Because I was trying to like track them down, and but they only have that one project, and I was like, wait, but that song was so good. I need more. Um, I will look. I'm gonna add them. Hold on, I'm gonna add them to my Spotify. Um,
It's
Artemis,
spelled Artms.
A-R-T, Artemis. Okay, okay. Wow, these bitches are pale as fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
They love that whiteness.
okay, so it is them, but then it's also another girl from Luna.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's four girls, even though their picture only shows three. That's kind of shady. Um, but I started getting into Cordis. I usually don't like male idol groups, but Cordis, I don't know. It helped that I thought one of the members was attractive, which was really horrifying to my surprise when I googled how old they all were, and the first three members were 17, 17, and 18. And then I scrolled down, and the one I like is like 20, and I was like, okay, great, because I'm 21, so it's like not weird. I was like,
A
okay,
horror.
'cause the other ones were like, I was like, these guys are like children, but then this one's like a man, so like, what's up with that? Well, not a man, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah,
more grown up. He looked more grown up, and I was like, and I like me like a more grown up person because I'm not an American politician. And
exactly.
oh, I discovered this group um called X Love.
Oh yeah.
um
And that was before Cordis too. Like you got into them before Cordis.
Well, it was all within the same like week, basically. So it's all a
No,
little
but you were
foggy.
talking about, oh, were you getting into Courtesan at around the same time as Xlove, but you were only mentioning Xlove to me?
Correct.
That makes more
Because
sense.
because I was more excited about X Love. I'm working backwards. I'm like trying to remember backwards what I was thinking
That makes
about as
sense.
this was all happening. I started getting really into X Love because they are all like queer, or, like people,
Androgynous?
androgynous. They're all. I sent a video. There's a video. I might leave it in the description if I remember to do it. But there's a video um, where they do one of the songs that I like from them called "Serve," and I sent it to Xenia, and I think your
Yeah.
comment was just, "Why are they so pale and skinny?" And I was like, "I
They're
know, girl.
really pale.
They're
They're
really
really
pale
pale.
and skinny."
Do beware.
It
There's
is.
nothing wrong with being pale, but that shit is artificial.
Well, it's just kind of giving how much white are we putting. I also feel like, and this isn't shade, but I feel like idols contour their bones. I don't know how to describe it. Like I feel like they accentuate their like collarbones and their like jaws, because you know how you can do like makeup in such a way where it like accentuates your bones. Like I don't
Yeah.
know, it's kind of giving like I don't know. It's just, do we really need to be doing all that? I don't know. It's I guess it's not my job to say, but I'm drinking up
But
a
it
little
is
more.
something you notice.
Yeah. What else has happened? I guess there was also the Daisy Chains Music Festival announcement, which was
That's
really
right.
exciting. I love Olivia Rodrigo. She is such like, to me, she's kind of what Taylor Swift wishes she was. Where like Taylor Swift, what has she done? You know what I mean? Like, and people talk about how like celebrities don't have to do charity publicly. Like, I really hate that notion of like charity shouldn't be publicized. I'm like, I disagree. I think charity should be publicized because if it's not publicized, how do we know they're doing it? You know what I mean? Like, I get that people can hide behind charity after doing horrible things, but I would rather them feel forced to do that than not feel forced to do anything at all in terms of
Yeah.
like contributions to society. And I don't know. I'm just kind of. She had like a $20 million wedding, and it's kind of like, okay, wow. Like I don't know. I feel like she's just so oversaturated, and she isn't contributing to like positively at least to like much. So it's just kind of like,
And she
why
had
do
that
we?
one ice contractor there too.
Oh my god, she did. She flopped on that. Um, and people are gonna say like, why do you care so much? It's like you have to care about what you're consuming, and I'm not saying because if you really think about it, you if you analyze deeply everything, nothing is 100% ethical. There's always gonna be problems with things, but you can like choose to engage with things in certain ways that are less harmful than others. Like I don't think I'm ever really gonna buy Taylor Swift merch new. Um, because I'm just kind of like I don't want to contribute to more waste. I don't need to be doing all that. You know what I'm like I can listen to her music through streaming platforms. And
Yeah.
so like but that's a separate issue. Olivia Rodrigo continues to slay the house down boots. She's doing this music festival. She invited an all female lineup, including Chaperone and
It's an
Dochi.
incredible lineup, and I can't be there because I have
I
no job,
know.
and it's dangerous to be flying.
Ugh, I know. I can't. I can't go either. I'm not gonna be in the States, but um, it really sucks. I mean, she that you only get to experience things like that every once in a while, where an artist puts so much thought and like effort and like
Skill.
detail into a
Yeah.
single project like that. What else? What else is there to talk about?
I mean, if we go back to K-pop, Illit released a new song. It's from their. It's a Japanese release, so it's called "I Got Your Back," and it features two members from the Japanese girl group Hana, and I really like that song. It's very. It's different than I think what Illit usually releases, so
Okay,
I really enjoy it. But it's real catchy.
nice. I have not listened to that song, so I'll add it to
TBL.
my TB to my to be listened TBL.
Yeah, that's probably the
TBL girl.
that's probably
Um,
like the only new song I've been listening to. Well, besides this older songs "Touching on My" by 303, I really like that.
no idea who that is, but love.
That's okay. You don't gotta know.
I'm trying to remember if there's anything else insofar as music. Not much. Oh, Audrey Hobart, who is like the ghostwriter for all of Gracie Abrams' big hits. Um, she released an album last year, and I got really into it this summer. And like, I don't know, there's just something about her that I love. She seems like she completely understands who she is, and that is very appealing to me. So I would
Mm.
100% recommend you check her out. She has great singles. The vibe is a little weird. Like I'm not gonna lie, it is a little almost off-putting at times because she's just so transparent. You know what I mean? Like it's almost uncomfortable. But it come to me, it comes right back around to being comforting because she's almost like, yeah, I'm a little weird, but that's what makes me me. Like that's the vibe, and I like it. I don't know. Um, but that's it for me insofar as music. I don't know if you have additional thoughts.
Not really. No, not really. Because I don't really listen a lot to Cat's Eye. I don't listen to Cordis or X Love or Adela. I listen to Illit though sometimes and the Seraphim though. But I did just notice Cordis will be performing at Lollapalooza.
Oh my god, flop. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't take idol groups seriously because for me it's so much more about like a parasocial relationship than it is about the music. And so I just have such a hard time like being like, "Oh yeah, let me go listen to their music seriously." Like I liked Go by them. Um but then I don't know, I just sit there and think like all of this is just made to sell product, and like it's so explicit that it kind of feels
Icky?
uncomfortable. Yeah, icky. But yeah.
Hey, if you're enjoying this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Or even leave a comment, to be honest. We want to respond to you, so we want to hear your
we
opinions.
we need we need interactions. Okay, back to the episode.
The Odyssey!
Yes, I'm gonna talk about movies now. So we're gonna move on to film, music, fashion, and film. That's our podcast. No, I'm kidding. Um, film. I've watched quite a few movies and TV shows recently
Oh,
because I have not been wanting to leave my home because of the heat. Um, First off, I watched The Odyssey. Have you watched The Odyssey?
I haven't, and I don't know when I'll watch it. It could be months. It could honestly be years later.
It's actually okay. It's good if you don't know what the Odyssey is about. Because I watched a podcast with, I think her name is Emily Wilson. She
Oh,
translated the Odyssey, and she was like, "Yeah, the movie's shit." And I was like, "What?" Because I saw like the real clip of it, and then I was like, "Let me go watch the whole interview." And she makes some really interesting points. I recommend you just go check it out, so I don't have to recap it here. But it kind of changed my view because I talked to you about the Odyssey when I first watched it,
yeah.
and I do still think it's a great movie, but I don't know how faithful of an adaptation it is to the actual Odyssey any longer. I think with a story like the Odyssey, I mean, it would take hours for someone to recite the actual like poem of the Odyssey because I believe it was a poem at first, and
Mm.
so like I'm thinking she was basically. I feel like one of the points she was making is that, like it was just rushed. And I can kind of understand where she's coming from because it does feel a little like there's a lot to get through and let's just move through as fast as humanly possible.
But
But
like, it is a movie, and it is already like 3 hours long. You said.
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, girl, it's called adaptational. Like when you adapt one piece of media into another, you're gonna have to make trade offs.
Like it happens
Uh,
with books all the time.
exactly, exactly. Um, but I really enjoyed it, and I recommend people watch it. It's a really interesting movie. Unfortunately, one of the main themes that the like poem explores, which is like time, because of the fact that it's has to be pushed into such a small amount of time, you don't really get a sense of it as well. You know what I mean? Like, but I think he
Mm.
compensates that with like having all these scenes that like are spread out across time. Like it's non chronological, right? And I think that works to its benefit because you're he's able to like I mean Christopher Nolan is able to kind of give distance to all of these events, like make them seem like they're really isolated because chronologically they are. Like there's a lot of time that passes in between um Odysseus leaving Ithaca and
Mm.
the fall of Troy. Like that's like a 10-year situation right there. And
Yeah.
then it's like 7 years stranded on an island with Calypso or something like that. And so I think
Yeah.
that by having it be non chronological, he's able to make all of these scenes feel really far apart
Yeah.
without actually having to be like, this is 7 years later. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you know what? I think I've seen somebody make a comment on this, and they were like, I think this is the first time like, what's his fucking name? Christopher Nolan?
Uh huh.
Non chronological time obsession makes sense. Some of the other
Yeah.
ones, it's like people get confused and they're like, what the fuck's going on?
I liked the use of it in Oppenheimer. I thought it was really interesting and it kept the movie um kind of at a faster pace. Oppenheimer does not
Mhm.
feel like 3 hours to me. When I watched it, like I
Did
was
the
very.
Odyssey?
The Odyssey did feel like 3 hours. I don't know
Interesting.
why, but Oppenheimer didn't feel like 3 hours to me because I was also really drawn into like the acting was just really good, and no
Oh,
hate to some of the actors in the Odyssey, but I just kind of it was such a like star-studded cast that sometimes it felt more like I was looking at the actor instead of the character, especially with like Zendaya and Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson. That was a really big issue for me. I feel like especially Zendaya is so oversaturated,
oh yeah.
and like no hate to her, but like this year she's had what three movies she's having this.
She's gonna have Dune 2 later in the year, I believe.
She's having three movies in 1 year, and Euphoria also came out this year. So
I
she has
believe she's exhausted too.
girl, she needs to disappear for like 5 years so we can miss
She
her.
probably
Like,
will.
and she also doesn't age, which is kind of concerning to me. Like, I was looking at photos of her from like 5 years ago, and she hasn't aged a day. And I'm like, okay, well, like
Some of
I don't
us
know
have.
exactly. Like, I look at pictures of me from 5 years ago. I'm like, I look at pictures of me from last year, and I've aged. Like, the fuck. Um, but Anne Hathaway, amazing. There's a scene I think I told you where she's yelling at Tom Holland, and it is enthralling.
Enthralling.
Matt Damon is pretty good. Some of the dialogue is really interesting because I feel like they were really trying to base it off of the poem, but
And apparently the inspiration for the Odyssey the movie came from that translation by Emily Wilson.
yeah, I saw that. But that's it on the Odyssey. What other movies have I been watching? I'm really trying to remember. Uh, girl, I swear I watched
Obsession?
something. No, I didn't watch Obsession. I watched Backrooms.
Backrooms.
I watched Backrooms, and it was so disturbing. And like, it wasn't. How do I describe it? Like, it was scary, but more than scary, it was just off-putting. Like, things
Oh.
would crawl out of the dark really slowly, and it would just be like,
Ew.
"Oh, I don't like that at all." Like, it wasn't like jump scare heavy. I'm trying to remember if there were any jump scares, and maybe like one or two, but most of the horror just came from the fact that like I don't know. It's just
The
like
mind.
it's a lot of mind fuck. It's a lot of like what the hell? Like things are just uncomfortable. Are you familiar with the term like uncanny valley?
I'm familiar with it, but I don't have like a definition that I could give you.
It's like there's a one that's like a graph, and it's like the closer things get to looking human, the more we like it. But then there's this little dip where it's like 90% human, but like 10% isn't. And instead of giving like something that is trying to be human, it's giving something that is like instead of it being like a cartoon, which you understand to be like almost human in the sense that it's
Yeah.
like it has eyes and a mouth. Uncanny Valley things are almost right, but because they're not, it's kind of giving like it's something trying to imitate a human, and like our
Oh.
brains don't like that.
It's unsettling rather than.
Exactly. And so the whole movie just kind of exists in that valley. Um, the main character is like a psychopath. It's really bad. I think it's supposed to be about like sorry, hold
Does the therapist go after this man?
on. Do you want me to spoil it for you?
Well, do you want to spoil it for me?
No, not really. We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
But it's basically it's really unsettling. And if you ask me what it's like about, not like the narrative, but like what the themes are, I would say it's like about trauma and about how like memory, because like how like when you remember things, you never remember them 100% true. Like the backrooms are they describe them as like a universe or like a like something trying to remember every space that has ever existed,
Oh,
and but the more it tries to remember it, the more corrupt it is. And so the rooms that are really bare bones and have like nothing in them, it's because those are like the most corrupted versions of the rooms. But then there's versions of the rooms that look almost identical to reality. It's really horrifying.
damn.
It's a really perturbed, like, I did
Is it
not.
gory?
It is. It isn't until about the last like 10-15 minutes.
Oh,
Actually, that's a lie. There's a scene in the middle that's a little gory, but it's not so much as like people being torn apart as it is just like human like things. That's all I'm gonna say on the podcast.
oh, okay.
If y'all are interested, y'all should definitely go watch that because it was a really like rewarding experience in a weird way to sit through that and like go to sleep that night. Like, um, and yeah, I feel like I watched another movie, but I can't quite remember what it was. I've been watching an anime called Free Ren,
Ooh.
which is about this elf who's like immortal, basically, or really old, and her like um her student. Because season 2 came out this year, and I hadn't watched it. Um,
Oh, and you
so
like it?
I am liking it. I'm on episode like 6, and I think that's it. So insofar as like what I've been watching,
I haven't been watching much. I've been watching YouTube. So Sophia Nargard, or I've been watching recap videos of winners from Big Brother USA. I've watched the I've watched the June song from season 4, Taylor Hell from season 24, and then I've been watching like videos from this YouTuber that goes over like people on Big Brother and stuff like that. So I've been engaging with Big Brother without watching the recent season because
love.
I'm not paying to watch.
Um, I was gonna ask. Oh, is Sophia Nargard? Is she the one who does like weird makeup things?
She has done some weird stuff with that, but it isn't like so much as putting on her face. It's more like bringing a shit ton of product
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
together.
Like
Okay, yeah,
melting 100 lipsticks
yeah,
together,
yeah, yeah.
or
To make
something
a
like that,
lipstick,
to
yeah,
make
yeah,
the
and the
ultimate
Franken
lipstick,
candles, yeah.
whatever
That's what
that
that
means.
is. She also travels a lot too. Does eating videos.
Ooh.
She's eating at a lot of restaurants in Las Vegas, and I want to try the goddamn beef Wellington so badly. Oh my
The
god,
what?
the beef Wellington.
The beef Wellington
Yeah,
from the Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
yeah.
My uncle went there when he went to Las Vegas, and he said that out of all of the Gordon Ramsay restaurants he's been to, that was the only one worth going to.
Hell's Kitchen, because there's multiple.
Well, I don't know if he knows that. I
Did he
don't.
go to all of them?
He's
Because
gone
there's
to
like
like
7.
he's gone to like 4.
Oh,
Yeah, he's kind of a foodie. Him and his partner.
did you take the sticky note off
I did. Can you hear the voice? Can you hear the air?
a little bit?
Okay, it's okay. It's not a big deal. We're not gonna worry about that right now.
Yeah,
I just felt like it was
yeah.
making more noise. I don't know. Uh huh.
As long as like you don't touch the paper a lot and it doesn't crinkle, I think you're good.
Okay. I'm
But
gonna just
yeah,
hold it like this.
I've been to
Um.
Vegas once and I
Ooh,
want to
I
go
have
again.
two. I went to Vegas as a kid, so I didn't get to do anything.
I went as a 21-year-old,
Ooh,
so that was
fun.
fun. I want to go
Well,
back and go
I know
to a restaurant.
Vegas just doesn't appeal to me. I would rather go to Miami.
Not me.
They give the same energy to me. I don't know if you can sympathize with that.
I don't.
You don't get the same
Because
energy.
I'm not going to Vegas because of the casinos and stuff. That's whatever to me. And the partying, that's also whatever to me. I want to go for the restaurants. That's all I want to go for. I want to
Really?
try some of the food Sophia has been eating.
That's crazy.
I want to try the
No.
beef Wellington, and I want to try scallops. I want to try scallops though.
Ooh. Oh, I haven't tried scallops because I'm allergic to shellfish, or maybe allergic to shellfish. That's honestly TBD at this
You
point.
should get tested.
I should.
Yeah.
Because last time I ate shrimp, I didn't have an allergic reaction, so I don't know what's up with that.
But yeah, not a lot of media engagement. And then with music, like that's the usual that I've always listened to. I'm mostly
Uh,
just unpacking.
yeah. How was
Yeah,
the
because I
move?
recently, well, I moved. I own too many things. Okay,
Real.
my mom told me so,
Don't
and
you
I
just hate it
finally
when moms?
accepted it. And the thing is, I was literally in my college town, and I was like, I own too much stuff. I don't know if this will all fit in the car. And then the day that we're moving my items, as it turns out, not everything fits in the car. And so I don't fit in the car. My stuff does, but I don't. So I have to take the bus home till I can, which is fine. I figured it out, but I was like, oh my God.
Lamau.
And I've been having to unpack. I've changed my room layout like 2 times. I think it's finally in its final stages. And now I just need to like empty all the boxes, get everything on like a table,
Yeah.
and then see what I'm gonna throw out and see what I'm gonna donate and see what I'm gonna like keep. But
Period.
I should have done this up there. I should have done this here before I moved shit. And then I should have
You.
done that up there
Yeah.
before I moved. But I'm doing it now when it's all together and it's all annoying.
Well, we've learned our lesson.
You live and you learn.
You live
I
and you
don't know if
learn.
I learned though,
Well, that is TBD. Honest.
to be honest. We'll see in December.
We shall see. Well, It's been an uneventful summer for us, unfortunately.
Uneventful. Buddy, this
Insofar
summer's been annoying.
insofar as like things to talk about for the pod is what I mean.
Oh, popular media. I mean, there's probably been things that we want to talk about, but we did take that hiatus because personal shit came up. And
Mama.
so now it's been so long, we're kind of like, whatever, we don't have to mention it that much. Like the Daisy Chain Field
I know
Festival,
it all
like
seems
that
so
happened a while
exciting.
ago. Yeah, like if we had done the episode as that announcement came, it would have been so exciting. It would have been so awesome. But
Exactly.
yeah, right now though, right, I think right now we're trying to get back in the groove of it, and maybe we can try to plan a better episode for next one where it's a little bit more
Structured.
focused on a topic or something, or like an album or a music. Maybe we can choose a few things to watch or even listen to and then talk about it. But
Yes. Well,
we're
we'll
also
figure
gonna
it out.
start getting busy again. Yeah, we're starting to get busy again. We're gonna start school again. And I'm hopefully gonna be looking for a job and starting a job. We're over it.
Did I tell you I'm applying for a master's program?
Oh my, what?
I know. We'll talk about that some other day on the pod. Maybe if I'm feeling up for it. But I'm
It's funny
applying.
because I've been looking at master's program. I'm like,
I
maybe we'll do.
know. Well, you've been looking at them in Europe, and I'm looking at one in
I've
Mexico. But
I've been looking at some of um at a university in Denver right now.
oh,
Yeah,
University of oh, never mind. You don't have to say.
yeah.
Um, but
Just because, especially if I can start it, because I'm like, look, I can look for a job. I can get
right,
a job. But if I can start a master's too, I can start a master's.
we love busy divas. We are gonna be really busy, but we're hoping that as we do more of these, we can get into a groove and
Yes,
um
get comfortable.
get comfortable, get
But
efficient,
also, for the last episodes, Ricardo has been recording, or no, not recording,
editing.
editing the episodes. So I'll probably start to pick that up as well with the future episodes because he'll be busy with schoolwork. So if you notice something, no, you didn't. Okay, leave it alone because I'm
If
not
you
used to editing.
if you notice something, leave a mean comment because we really need the engagement.
Oh my god.
Um, no, I'm kidding. But I think that's it from us this week.
Yeah.
We shall hopefully see you next week.
Yes.
Take
Thank you
care,
so much
beautiful
for
people.
listening.
Take care, beautiful
Yeah. Make
people.
exactly. Make sure to like, subscribe.
Do all the YouTube things. You already know. This isn't your first
Exa-
YouTube video. Okay. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.